All right, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about function notation and evaluating functions. So, one way to express a function is using function notation. Okay, so for example, we have this fancy f and then parenthesis x equals 150x. It is written in function notation. The way we say this part is f of x. So f of x is equal to 150x. F of x just replaces our y. Or it could be g of x or h of x. You can use whatever variable. It's just saying this is a function of x. So x is our input value. So it says the function is defined by g of x equaling 2x plus 5. Complete the function table. So we're given a bunch of x values. We need to find the g of x values or the y values. So I'm just going to put whatever our function is up here. So 2x plus 5. And then I'm going to plug in that x value. And then I'm going to do the math. So that would be -1. And then 2 times 0 plus 5 would be 5. 2 times 1, it's going to give us 7. So the nice thing about this is it allows us to communicate quickly without having to say, what is the y value when x is equal to 5? We can just say g of 5. Find g of 5. Okay, so it's a lot faster. Next one, we have h of x equaling -x plus 2. So -x plus 2. So -4 plus 2. -3 plus 2. -0 plus 2. -2 plus 2. And -5 plus 2. Okay, so it's just a substitution, straight in. Okay, so whatever your variable is inside the parentheses next to the f or g or h, you can replace it with a number and then you evaluate. So it says the functions f and g are defined as follows. F of x is equal to -3x minus 1, and g of x is equal to 3x squared minus 2. Find f of 6 and g of 4. So this means we're going to go to the f function, gets the 6. Our g function gets the 4. So we can list a whole bunch of functions and then evaluate them. And the nice thing is we can just they all have names. So we know which function we're talking about. So we'd say f of 6 is equal to -3 times 6 minus 1. So when x is equal to 6, our y value would be -19. With our g of x, so g of 4 is equal to -3 times 4 squared minus 2. So we do the 4 squared first, or we can type the whole thing into our calculator and get g of 4 equals -50. We don't have to put 4 into our f function, and we don't have to put 6 into our g function. Okay, next problem. The f and g are defined as follows. F of x is equal to 4x squared minus x, and g of x is 3x plus 4. Find f of -2 and g of -5. So again, our f goes into our f, our g goes into our g. So f of -2 is equal to 4 times -2 squared minus -2. I'm going to do a little bit of simplifying this time. -2 times -2 is +4, so that's 4 times 4. And then negative times a negative is positive, so plus 2. So that would be 18. So I would say f of -2 is 18. And then g of -5 is 3 times -5 plus 4. So that's what? -11. Okay. Number 5, the graph of a function f is shown below. Find f of 0 and find one value for which x, or one value of x for which f of x is equal to -3. Okay, so when we're finding f of 0, we're asking what is the y value when x is 0. Okay, this means what is the y value when x equals 0? Okay, well, f of 0 is -4. Oops, you can't see that negative sign. And then this is asking us the question, what is x when y is equal to -3? So x in this case would be, so if I go where y is -3, it's right here, right? So it's either going to be that ordered pair or that ordered pair. So x would either be at +1 or x could be at -1. It says you only needed one answer, but we'll put 2 on the paper. All right, the graph of the function f is shown below. Find f of 4 and find one value of x for which f of x is equal to -1. So f of 4, that is, we're looking for our y value when x is 4. So when x is 4, our y value is 5. So f of 4 is 5. And when f of x is equal to -1, so that means when our y value is -1, what's our x value? -2. Okay, the Sugar Sweet Company is going to transport its sugar to market. It will cost $3,500 to rent trucks plus $125 for each ton of sugar transported. That's a lot of sugar. The total cost, C, in dollars for transporting N tons is given by the following function. So C of N is equal to 3,500 plus 120 N. Answer our questions. A, what is the total cost for transporting 13 tons? So 13 tons, we're talking that's sugar, right? So that is our N value. So our cost of doing 13 tons is equal to 3,500 plus 125 times 13. Type that all in my calculator, and I would get 5,125. Now it says if the total cost was 6,375, how many tons is the company transporting? So we know our total cost, so 6,375. We are now looking for our N value, our tonnage. So when we solve this, we get 23 tons. Carlos is filling a tank with water. The function is graphed below the function graph below shows the amount of water V of X in liters in the tank X minutes after he started. So V of 16. So what is our Y value when our time is 16? So look at our graph. That would be 480. So the answer in part A means that after 16 minutes, there are 480 liters in the tank. The function f is defined as for the following given domain. So write the range of f using set notation, then graph f. So we're given 4 different x values to put in. So we need to find f of -5, we need to find f of -1, we need to find f of 2, and we need to find f of 3. So we're going to plug all these in, and we're going to get some values. So that first one gives us -8. And then that would give us 0. That would give us 6. That would give us 8. So what this does is it gives us ordered pairs. So our x value on that first one was -5, and our y value, our output, was -8. This would be the ordered pair -1, 0. That would give us 2, 6, and 3, 8. Our range is all those y values we just found, so -8, 0, 6, and 8. And then we're going to graph those points. So -5, -8, -1, 0, 2, 6, and 3, 8. Good luck.